10. The rise of the Internet. If the Internet had never been invented, the world today would be frozen in a 1970s, 1980s reality. No smartphones, no social media, no AI, no global communication, no e-commerce, and far slower scientific progress. Businesses, education, politics, and culture would all operate at a fraction of today's speed. This single innovation reshaped power structures worldwide, enabling globalization, accelerating knowledge, and transforming daily life. Without it, humanity would still be decades behind technologically, living in a pre-digital world. 9. The defeat of Nazi Germany. If Nazi Germany had won World War II, the world would be ruled by a brutal, authoritarian superstate. Europe would be under totalitarian control, the US might retreat into isolationism, and genocides like the Holocaust would continue. Freedom, democracy, civil rights, and international law as we know them might never have emerged. Their defeat led to the creation of the United Nations, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and the rise of the US as a global superpower. The technological boom of the 20th century, from computers to space exploration, would look completely different in a Nazi-dominated world. 8. The fall of the Ottoman Empire. If the Ottoman Empire had not collapsed, the modern Middle East would not exist in its current form. Borders of nations such as Iraq, Syria, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, and Israel would be completely different, or not exist at all. A single powerful empire might still dominate the region. Its fall allowed European powers to reshape the Middle East, triggered modern political conflicts, and opened the door to global competition over oil. Without this collapse, even the Cold War's geopolitical landscape would have unfolded differently. 7. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, start of World War I. If the assassination of the Archduke had never taken place in 1914, World War I likely wouldn't have happened, and almost every major event of the 20th century would look different. The Russian Revolution, the rise of communism, Hitler's rise to power, World War II, the Holocaust, the Cold War, and even the creation of Israel all stemmed from World War I. Without it, old empires like Austria-Hungary and the Ottomans might have survived much longer. Modern warfare, aircraft technology, tanks, and medical innovations developed during World War I might have been delayed by decades. 6. Napoleon's defeat. If Napoleon had never been defeated, Europe might have become a unified empire with a shared legal system under the Napoleonic Code. Major nations like Germany and Italy would likely have formed differently, and monarchies across Europe might have collapsed much earlier. His defeat set the stage for the balance of power system that eventually led to World War I. Had Napoleon stayed in power, the two world wars might never have happened, and the technological and political landscape of the 20th century would be dramatically different. 5. The invention of the printing press. Without Gutenberg's printing press, knowledge would have remained in the hands of a privileged few. Books would still be rare and expensive, and mass education would be nearly impossible. Movements like the Renaissance, the Reformation, and the scientific revolution might never have happened, or would have been delayed by centuries. Information would spread slowly, preventing ideas like democracy, human rights, scientific inquiry, and free expression from taking root. The modern world, intellectually, politically, and culturally, would be unrecognizable. 4. The European discovery of the Americas. If Columbus had never reached the Americas, Europe would never have accessed the massive wealth of gold, silver, new crops, like potatoes and corn, and vast land that fueled its global dominance. European powers would not have risen so quickly. In that alternate world, indigenous empires such as the Aztecs, Maya, and Inca might have continued developing advanced societies. The United States may never have become an influential nation, and global culture, politics, and technology would be dramatically different today. 3. The Industrial Revolution. Had the Industrial Revolution never occurred, our world would lack cars, electricity, factories, modern medicine, mass production, and digital technology. Human societies would still be primarily agricultural, progress would be much slower, and average life expectancy might still hover below 40. This revolution reshaped economies, politics, warfare, and global power structures. Without it, colonial empires would look very different. The United States would never have become a global superpower, and the world's population might be half of what it is today. Humanity would be living in a radically different timeline. 2. The rise of Islam. If Islam had not spread across the Arabian Peninsula in the 7th century, the world's scientific and cultural development would look entirely different. The Islamic Golden Age fueled breakthroughs in mathematics, medicine, astronomy, optics, philosophy, and architecture, knowledge that shaped global civilization. Without this intellectual revolution, Europe may never have experienced the Renaissance, since many classical Greek and Roman texts were preserved and translated by Muslim scholars. The modern scientific method, global trade routes, and major academic traditions could have emerged centuries later, keeping the world in a pre-scientific state far longer. 1. The fall of the Roman Empire. If the Roman Empire had never collapsed, Europe might have entered the industrial age 1,000 years earlier. Roman administrative systems, law, engineering, and vast road networks could have created centuries of stability and scientific progress. Many modern nations, from Spain and France to Germany and even the UK, would have vastly different identities. But Rome's fall triggered fragmentation, tribal warfare, and intellectual stagnation, completely redirecting the course of history. Without this collapse, countries like the US, Britain, and France might not exist in their current form, and major world languages, including English, might never have developed. Today's world could have been a single, unified super-civilization built on Roman foundations.